Hey, what's going on, everybody? Chris Pickett here in the Fast 29 studio, ready for some great action with the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series at Indianapolis tonight. Looking forward to some good racing tonight, good paint schemes out on the track as well, so we're looking forward to a good show. So let's go ahead and get out there and see what's going on. And already we got some action in the short shoot there. This is Jesse Dalton in the number 2 Valvoline car. Good looking ride there. We'll do a little quick through the field, get you acquainted with all the rides tonight. A few of them have changed over the course of the last couple weeks. There's Steven Merzlak sitting on pit road in the number 1 Target Toyota. And he's gone. But yeah, there it was. There's Jesse again. DJ Harris in the Rocket Club 32 Camaro. He's following Noah Joyce out in a Lowe's number 31 Chevy tonight, and that's a good-looking ride right there. They head off into turn 3. We're going to kind of get used to these camera angles, too. Not for sure exactly which ones we're going to use tonight, but might stick with these. There's Davey Hazard in the 75 Martini. Familiar paint scheme there. The Martini Haviland Toyota. Jump back and get Sean Whitehill in the 45 Mobil 1 Toyota Camry. There's Ricky Collette in the 81 Challenger tonight. There was some information about that ride that I was going to take a look at. That's a new part-time ride as he slides up and hits the wall in turn 3 a little bit. So I can find that information here real fast. This is a third M2 Motorsports entry with Murata. There's Darren Ingram's number 3 Verizon 5G Chevy Camaro. Can barely see that thing going around the track. That'll be tonight's Gray Ghost. You'll notice I'm running this solo. Daniel Asher, my booth mate, is getting dirty down in Bristol right now, so good for him. Hopefully he tunes in at some point tonight to make fun of me next time we broadcast about how bad I did by myself. We'll see what happens. Oh, there's Steven going around in turn 2. And back to the pits he goes. There's Huang Do's number 01 Certainty Toyota. I like the U.S. Army pit box he's got going there. That's cool. There's the familiar Baskin-Robbins 00 for Henrietta Bordeaux. If there's anybody else top there. There's Tyler Mallon's number 80 Intel Toyota Camry. Familiar sponsor, a little bit different paint scheme. Good looking ride. Boy, he got loose off turn 4 there. If there's anybody else that's hopped out there that we've missed so far. Yeah, looks like everybody that's on track we've made. No, there goes DJ Harris through the north chute. I'm sorry, this is the south chute, where the road course comes back out onto the main course there. I don't think we've seen Jeff Dixon's car yet. He is the fastest. He's turned the fastest lap so far. He was last night's Wheeling Series winner at Dover. I had a shot, just ran out of gas. That's like the 3rd time that's happened to me this year. I'll just go ahead and let you in on a secret. I didn't have a shot to win that race or even finish second, but it's okay. We made it look good for a little bit. You guys are more than welcome to watch that replay from last night on Fast 29. Just look for the USORL Wheeling Series at Dover. It's currently Jeff Dixon with the fast time at 47.123. Nice even number there. Noah Joyce just off of him, 47.175. Zach Webster to 47.188. Steven Merzlak with a 47.233. And Tyler Mallon with a 47.363. About 36 minutes left in practice right now. Hope you guys are enjoying your Easter weekend. Hope you get a chance to spend it with some friends and family tomorrow. Double check our battle cams here real quick. Make sure that's good. And that looks good. All right. Gotta love technical checks on the fly here. That was the one thing I didn't check before we went on the air. But we're in good shape. Following Tyler Mallon around the track. Got Ricky Collette but just behind. One thing we'll need to keep an eye on is the guys' brake bias getting on a pit road. That has always been a challenge getting on the pit road here at Indianapolis as Tyler hits the wall in turn one very hard. I think he got roof damage in that one. Very hard hit. There's Ryan Pace's Chevron Haviland 15 Toyota Camry. As he hops on the track. JTN Napa. Ryan gets a little loose off turn two. Looking forward to some good racing here tonight. Indianapolis, you got to make sure that your car is set up good for the corners. Straightaway speed is pretty key, but these are very flat corners, so you want to make sure you can get through them really quick. That's what the guys will struggle with. You'll see a lot of the guys kind of kick the rear ends out. We saw Zach Webster doing that early in practice, kind of getting it loose off the corners, just trying to maintain hard throttle off the corner and not lose a lot of speed pushing out toward the wall off the corners. See, there you go. Right there, Zach Krasowski finds out the hard way he went over the edge. The number 4 Salute to Ukraine BWT Chevy Camaro takes the wall on the north chute. I think maybe having some crashing issues with the track here, so we'll have to keep an eye on that as well. There's Jeff Dixon's number 14 FedEx Toyota Camry. Fastest in practice, and he just destroyed it on the front straightaway. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and let the pictures tell the story for a little bit as we normally do during the practice. And we'll just let the sounds and the guys fly around right in front of you. Here we go. We're going to sit in turn 3. Nope, we're going to try to anyway. There we go. Now we've got it. All right. We're just going to let it sit here on the back straightaway, and we'll be back shortly. And again, we having some technical difficulties here at Fast 29. We didn't realize we had no sound coming from the track, so we do have it now. So enjoy that. All right, we're back here. We've got a couple of new cars that have showed up. There's Antonio Ruiz's number 11. Can't really tell what's on that car yet. Just a second here. I'll have to ask him later what that says. I can't really tell what it says on there at this angle. Cameras aren't the greatest here. We'll hop on board and see what it says. It's first 2022 championship car. Okay. For some reason, my graphics are a little blurry tonight. We'll get that fixed for next time as well. I believe I heard Cam Barnes showed up as well. We'll see if we can find his car out here. There's Mikey Marota's number 8 Napa Dodge Challenger. Familiar paint scheme for him. There's Cam Barnes' number 12 Pennzoil Ford. Not for sure exactly what that was. Pretty decent field here tonight. Take a look at a quick top 5 here for you. Noah Joyce right now. Oh, there we go. DJ Harris just hopped up to the top of the board with a 47066. Noah Joyce with a 47093. Steven Merzlak with a 47095. Jeff Dixon, 47123. Zach Webster with a 47188. About 27 minutes left in practice. Webster trying to close up there on Dixon. We'll have to see if this race turns into a crash fest, where there'll be a lot of pit stops available, or, around goes Zach off turn 1. Great save, flattens the tires, but he's okay. Whoa, they split him coming through turn 2. He can't turn it. Tyler Mallon. I knew that was going to happen. Practice in the USRL, always a treat. Jeff Dixon having some internet issues coming off turn 4. Jeff Dixon and internet problems. Name a more popular duo. A pretty good pack coming off the pit road here with Merzlak, Mallon, Webster, and Whitehill coming off the pit lane. Oh, we got more back there. Doe and Pacer with them as well. Looks like a pit party at Talladega here. Noah Joyce coming off turn 2. He might be able to join this party too. We should be seeing some major speed out of this pack. Webster comes up behind Mallon going to turn 3. Oh, he gets loose. That's what that 95's been fighting this entire time. He's just been loose on cold tires on the start of a run. He's got speed as he comes by Mallon. Closes right up on Merzlak. That's the thing. You want to be right on the edge of loose, but you don't want to go over the top because you'll lose even more speed if you're too loose. As Whitehill catches the wall off 1. He goes high, lets Doe go. Oh, no, there they go. Webster in the wall, and somehow nobody else gets into him. That was a moment. Mallon looks at the outside of Merzlak, couldn't do it. And now goes the inside. Oh, that wasn't. Oh my. Tragedy here at Indianapolis. The Intel chip has exploded. Good to see Tyler came back out of the hospital and is back here and running into Zach Webster. There's Austin Spencer. We haven't seen him on the track yet. He's in the 13 Ice Mountain Toyota Camry. Also with Fairway on the car. That may be all that's showing up tonight. Spencer caught the wall in the backstretch. One notable missing from this field tonight is Tommy Bordeaux. We're not for sure if he's going to be able to make the show tonight or not. We'll keep an eye out for him. I'm sure his fans will be wanting to know if he'll be able to be in this race this evening. But he's got some real-life racing going on today, so not for sure he's going to make it back in time for this one or not tonight, as Darren Ingram catches the wall off turn 1, slides to a stop in the south chute. Got some guys saying that their cars are just a little bit too tight right now on the longer run, which that'll be something we'll keep an eye on as well. Oh, Tyler Mallon goes around on the back straightaway. Oh, boy, he's going to save it. Wow. That was a heck of a save by the driver of the 80 Intel car. He never stopped driving that thing as he comes in the pits at a very high rate of speed and destroys DJ Harris. Oh, we got Noah Joyce firewall deep on the back straightaway. Have I mentioned welcome to the USORL practice? They will find any... there's Stephen Merzlag into the pit wall. They will find any wormhole. They will find any wall opening anywhere around the track and destroy themselves in it. Very entertaining. But hopefully we'll be able to see some good racing later on. Get this out of their system and see some good stuff. We got 19 guys here tonight, so we're looking forward to a good show. Oh, big wreck off turn 2 there. All right, we're going to do a quick check with a graphic real quick here. You might see it pop up, so just ignore it. But we're just going to kind of mess around with it real quick since we've got more guys than I thought were coming in tonight. So I need to make a quick adjustment, make sure everybody can be seen on one screen here. There we go. Back to live action. Oh, Austin Spencer goes around the back straightaway, and somehow he gets off the track just in time. That was close. And Joseph Weaver's here in the number 10 car, the TWB Toyota Camry. About 16 minutes left here in practice. Watching Jeff Dixon go around the track. Currently 4th on the standings. Never really got faster than that 47.123. Another quick check of the top 5 here. Nothing really changed. That one pack that got out there, I think got as fast as it was going to go right there, just shy of breaking into the 46s. While we have a moment, we'll go ahead and take a look at what broadcasts are going to be coming up here on Fast 29. April the 30th, we've got Bristol, the night race, the Bass Pro Shops night race. April 30th at 9:45, 8:45 Central. Then on May 21st, big break there. Several races on JTM between now and then, so be sure to subscribe to them as well. Rockingham on May 21st. And then you want to see me have some fun? The Wheeling Series at Michigan, Winchester, and Gateway are the next 3 races, all at 9:30, 8:30 Central Time for those races. Big pack here coming down the back straightaway. Definitely sounding like we're going to be having some issues where and we just saw it right there with the 80 behind the 95, dirty air is going to be a problem, which is not entirely as usual a situation that we always seem to have here in Indianapolis. Oh, Steven Merzlak again bites the pit wall. Oh! Darren gets turned around by Ricky Collette, and Zach Webster was kind of near that as well there. Oh, big trouble on the pit lane. Spencer and Mallon. These cars looked about the same when they got done. And we now have 20 cars here. So about 10 minutes left in practice here. Well, Tyler Mallon has dropped down into the 46s. Now that pack that we talked about coming off the pit lane has definitely increased their speeds. Let's go ahead and take a look at that top 5. Again, now we got Tyler Mallon at the top of the 46.7. They've increased it by almost 4/10. Noah Joyce with a 46.8. Zach Webster with a 47.026. Jeff Dixon, 47.030. And DJ Harris fell back to 5th with a 47.066. So we're definitely going to be seeing some good speed here. The question is, how is it going to be on the long run? Obviously, that's a quick pack speed with cold tires coming out of the pits. I'll expect lap times probably in the 47s for the majority of the run, depending on how you're set up. Probably mid to high 47s. Well, we do have breaking news into the Fast 29 booth here. Dewey Schramm has fallen asleep. Carry on. Oh, Jesse goes around the backstretch. Oh, hang on to it. Oh, he almost had it saved. Just kind of tapped the wall there at the very end. sit here where the choose cone is so we can get used to how this will look here. A little over 5 minutes left, and then we'll go to qualifying. Getting close to qualifying time here at Indianapolis. Take another quick look here at the top 5. Tyler Mallon still at the top, with Noah Joyce, Zach Webster, Jeff Dixon, and Davey Hazard, your top 5. One-minute warning for these guys. All right, practice is over with. Everybody's going to pull it in. We're going to get ready for qualifying here. And we'll be back in just a moment. This is USORL on Fast 29. All right, and we're back here with the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series here on Fast 29. Here's your starting lineup. This is the 13 drivers that actually took time during the qualifying session. Tyler Mallon gets the pole with a 47.163, just barely edging out Darren Ingram with a 47.165. Steven Merzlak will start third, Cam Barnes fourth. Sean Whitehill starts fifth. Huang Do, Zach Krastowski, Zach Webster, Ryan Pace, and Ricky Collette round out the top 10. Antonio Ruiz, DJ Harris, and Henrietta Bordeaux is 13th. The rest of the field looks like this. Jeff Dixon will be 14th. Jesse Dalton, 15th. Mikey Marotta will be 16th. Noah Joyce, 17th. Austin Spencer, 18th. Joseph Weaver, 19th. Davey Hazard will be 20th. We believe Tommy might actually be in this race. He is signed in, but we're not for sure yet. But if he is in the field, he will be 21st and starting last. All right, we're back to live action here. Happy hour, about 10 minutes left in it. We're just going to sit here on the back straightaway again and watch them go around at the choose cone. And we'll be back for the start. About 6 minutes left here in happy hour. Thanks for joining us tonight here on Fast 29 from Indianapolis. I believe this is called the Big Machine Records presents the Big Machine Records Vodka something or other race. I can't remember exactly what the race is, but it's 80 laps tonight here at the 2.5 mile Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Go back and show you again the starting lineup through 13th place. These are the guys that turned laps in the qualifying session. Again, we'll let you know of the rest of the results here. You see the top 13. 14th will be Jeff Dixon. 15th will be Jesse Dalton. 16th will be Michael Marotta. 17th will be Noah Joyce. 18th, Austin Spencer. 19th, Joseph Weaver. 20th, Davey Hazard. And if he ends up in the building, Tommy Bordeaux will round out the field in 21st. And here is the current pointless top 5 here in happy hour. And for some reason, it's only showing the top 4. Not for sure why it's not dropping down to 5th there. Let's see if we can pull. Well, I can't get that to pull out. There's 5th, Darren Ingram. There we go. Sorry about that. Again, having some technical difficulties there, but we'll make this happen. Don't worry. There we go. That might be something we'll have to adjust all night long, so that might be a work in progress graphic there. You got to love the behind the scenes action when nobody else is here to help you. Ooh, Steven Merzlak tags the wall on the back straightaway. It's about to get down to crunch time here. 3 minutes left in happy hour. Getting ready for the start of this race at Indianapolis. All right, we've got about a minute and a half left here in happy hour. Fast 29 viewers, I think you know what time it is. Let's bring in Blake.
Guess we got a little off track, but love knows a way back through the storms and pouring rain. Got my hands on the wheel and I'm flying. Heartbeat loud as the thunder rolls. Riding in on a stampede of lightning. Oh, I'm bringing back the sunshine. Bringing back the sunshine. Baby, it's about time. Oh, bring it back. Oh, yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back to Fast 29's coverage of the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series at Indianapolis. Getting ready for 80 laps of high-speed action around this track. Looking forward to some good racing tonight. Waiting for the field to get going here. We were waiting on the pole sitter, as he's now here, and we're ready to roll. Looking forward to a pretty exciting race here. The guys are amped up. Got a long race here, 80 laps. It's going to be a good one here. Row of Toyotas on the bottom to start this race. Didn't realize that. The 80, the 1, and the 45 all lined up. But here we go. We are set for 80 laps here at Indianapolis. Get on your feet. Here we go. And we're green here. Oh, we got trouble coming off turn 1 right on the start. And we're going to have a restart. And there's a lot of activity up front, and it's over. So we'll be right back. We'll get this thing restarted. We'll make this real fast here, so you're going to see some things you don't normally see real quick there. All right, there we go. We're ready to roll again. All right, whatever happens, happens this time, boys. So let's mind those P's and Q's.
Drivers, start your...
Great time for the hotkeys to stop working. Give me just a second, everybody. I apologize. Yep, we're having another restart anyway, so that gives me a second to try and fix this. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. We got the hotkeys working now. I apologize about that. And I also made them get delayed because I was trying to fix my hotkeys. They'll find that out later. But here we go. Third time's the charm here at Indianapolis. We're going to get this thing started here. Tyler Mallon on the front row. Darren Ingram on the outside. Stephen Merzlak and Cam Barnes in row 2. Sean Whitehill and Huang Do in row 3 as we come to the green flag once again. See if these guys can mind their P's and Q's going into turn 1 this time. That's a very late green we've been finding out. As they come to the start zone, green flag in the air, and we're racing here at Indianapolis. Pretty even start this time for the front row as they go down into turn 1. Mallon and Ingram side by side. Into 1. Off of 1. Up and around they go on the back. Off of turn 1. Big wreck. Big crash off turn 1. The 10, the 2, the 15, the 13, the 8, all involved off turn 1. Let's go back and take a look and see what started that. All right, so it looks like we've got Ryan Pace here coming underneath Zach Webster coming into turn 1 here on the start. He gets loose going into 1. They're trying to avoid it. Mikey Marotta gets in the side of Dixon. Hard impact for several guys. The 10, the 8, Davey Hazard involved. Noah Joyce. Henrietta Bordeaux did an incredible job missing this. I thought Jesse Dalton in the 2 was involved, but it looks like he got it woed up in time to not get into Joseph Weaver back there. So at least 6 cars involved on this start. And disappointing for a lot of fast guys. Jeff Dixon, definitely one of them that was going to be a factor in this race this evening. Pretty well destroyed in the first corner here. Leaders coming down the back straightaway here. These are the guys that did not pit under this caution. Coming to the choose cone here on the back straightaway. Looks like Mallon's going to take the inside here. So we've got Mallon and Webster on the front row, DJ Harris and Ricky Collette in row 2, Henrietta Bordeaux and Steven Merzlak in row 3, Hong Do, Darren Ingram in row 4, Zach Krasowski and Cam Barnes in row 5 as we come to the restart zone. Well, let's see if we can get through turn 1 a little bit better, guys. That seems to have been the problem here. Coming to the restart zone to begin lap number 3. Green flag back out. Mallon gets a great jump this time going into turn 1. Harris going to try and follow him through for second. Oh, and Zach Webster's going to hit the wall hard off turn 1. And Harris into the inside wall. Caution's back out. The battle for second here on the restart. DJ clips the inside paint line, gets a little loose. Webster's going to take the outside wall hard in turn 1. And then in front of him, DJ's still trying to catch his car, and he's going to come down and hit the inside wall very hard in the middle of the short chute here. Unfortunate for those two guys. We just can't really seem to get this race on the off on the go here for some reason. These are the guys that stayed out this time, as Mallon has decided he's going to take an opportunity to pit here along with Steven Merzlak. Basically, the guys that stayed out last time have pitted this time. Yes, that's not a misprint. We are on lap 4 of 80, and we're under our second caution. Could be a long evening here. Go back, take a look at the race off pit road, won by Steven Merzlak. Tyler Mallon comes off second, Cam Barnes third, Ricky Collette fourth, Antonio Ruiz fifth. There are 4 cars that stayed out in front of these guys, so you do the math on that. I'm not going to do it for you. Zach Krastowski comes off the pit lane next, along with Joe Weaver, Sean Whitehill, Mikey Marotta, and Ryan Pace. And there's Jeff Dixon. Looks like his car's not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be after that first lap wreck. There's Zach Webster. He's also none the worse for wear there as well. So a lot of these guys are getting off lucky with these hits. I mean, even DJ Harris hit that inside wall hard. Looks pretty good. Yeah, they come to the cone. Joyce to the inside. Remember, he was involved in that first lap accident as well. A lot of guys taking the outside lane on this start here. So Noah Joyce will be on the inside, but Darren Ingram is going to control this start from the outside lane. Everybody hoping for a green flag run here. It's been kind of a halting start here. The two NCM cars will bring them to the green this time. Green flag back in the air. Ingram gets a good start from the outside. Joyce going to try and sneak past Davey Hazard here for second. And they got through turn one. Hazard closes up on the back of Ingram coming off of turn two. Weaver in the wall off two. Everybody's fine. We're going to finally see some racing. Here comes Hazard looking to the inside of Ingram going into turn three. Merzlach to the outside of Joyce for third. And they settle out. Ingram comes off turn four. We finally complete the first lap under green. It's going to be Ingram, Hazard, Merzlach, Joyce, and Mallon run at the top five currently. Merzlach to the outside of Hazard for second. Joyce closes right back up on the back of Merzlach now as they come down the back straightaway. Four cars under a blanket here as they come in turn four. Oh, Ingram got a little bit tight off turn one. Here comes Hazard to the inside. Merzlach going to try and come up right behind him, give him a little shove past Ingram. Oh, Merzlach decides to make it three wide on the back straightaway. Joyce going to go with him as well. Merzlach going for the lead in turn three. Joyce going to try to follow through as well. What a battle this is. Merzlach can't quite get up as far alongside as he can. Joyce had a little bit of an internet blip there off turn four. We're all good. Hazard leads this lap. Joyce second. Ingram trying to hold off Merzlach for third. These guys had a bit of a moment last night in the Wheeling Series. So far, they're minding their P's and Q's. Barnes also up here in fifth. Here he comes. He comes up behind Merzlach, trying to give him a push past Ingram. Mallon's kind of fallen back as well. Webster's gotten by him. Webster, after that hit in turn one, his car's not as bad as we thought. He's right there with Barnes. Mallon and Doe back there as well. Things starting to settle out here now down the back straightaway. Right, pretty well single file here. Just as I say that, they go double file back at the back of the pack. Oh, we got one trying to spin. Yep, Austin Spencer around. Turn three, we got a caution. Going into turn 3 here, Austin Spencer on the outside of DJ Harris. Going into turn 3, and he just gets it sideways. Just slightly overcooked it going into turn 3. He's drifting, he's drifting, he's drifting. Still drifting, and finally comes around on him. He's going to catch the outside wall really hard. And Ryan Pace has nowhere to go and collects him. Jeff Dixon got very lucky missing that. Pace is going to take the inside wall. And Ricky Collette goes around in turn 4 in front of him. Joseph Weaver close to a lot of these tonight already. Well, the halting start of this race continues. Under our third caution, we're on lap 10. Hope you guys set your coffee pots for early tomorrow morning because it's going to be a long one tonight. Pit stops here, lap 10. Ooh, wow, that was close coming off pit road there between Ingram and Joyce. Those are teammates. Got a couple speeding penalties on this one. The 95, there he is, Zach Webster. He's got a black flag. And also the 2 car of Jesse Dalton also has a black flag. Also believe Mikey Murata may have also gotten a black flag. That might have been on the last. We have some incorrect information there. He might have had a black on the last pit stall. So here we come to the choose cone. Wow, a lot of swerving around here. So Davey Hazard's going to take the point here from the outside. Hazard and Ingram front row. Joyce and Merzlak row 2. Barnes and Doe row 3. Mallon and Krastowski row 4. And Ruiz and Whitehill row 5 as we come to the restart zone again. Coming to lap 12. Green flag back out. Hazard gets a pretty decent jump. Ingram kind of backed up to Joyce to try and get a run at him, but it's not going to work. Hazard gets down in front of him going into turn 1. Looks like they safely made it through turn 1 again as Hazard leads them off turn 2. Everybody clean off turn 2. Ingram and Merzlak battle for second down the back straightaway with Joyce just behind and Doe. Merzlak dives it off into turn 3. Joyce right behind Ingram as well. Down the front straightaway, Hazard leads by about 4 car lengths over Merzlak, Ingram, Joyce, Doe, and Barnes. Merzlak closes up on Hazard. This for the lead down the back straightaway. Ingram closes back up as well. Draft is really strong here. Just they get too tight in line behind everybody. Can't really make a pass. Merzlak closes right back up on Davey, and you can see he got so tight off turn 4, he just couldn't get a run on him. The top 6 right under a blanket here. Merzlak taking a peek under Hazard, coming through the north chute. Joyce doing the same thing to Ingram just behind. And nobody can make the pass. Hazard continued to lead. Doe got real loose off turn 1. A lot of the guys reporting they're starting to get tight already. Darren Ingram just came on the radio and said that he's going to be needing to get it loosened up quite a bit more than what he's at right now. Oh, Merzlak catches the wall off turn 4. Here comes Ingram. Here comes Joyce. The 2 NCM cars down on the inside. Doe going to close up as well along with Barnes. Merzlak's going to get back in line. They're just getting so tight back there. They just cannot stay in line like they want to and cause them just shove right out to the wall off the corners. We did have a single car spin there in the north chute earlier. I believe it was Austin Spencer off turn 3 again. And we've got a caution. Caution off turn 4. That's Jeff Dixon. I believe Ryan Pace may have been involved with that one as well. Mikey Marota's got a flat left front. It's like Weaver might have caught a piece of that as well. Mikey's definitely got a flat left front there. Well, it's going to start with the 10 car of Joseph Weaver as we watch him going off into turn 3 here. Ricky Collette on the inside. Again, just the same thing we saw with Austin Spencer earlier. Getting loose, and then it's gone. He catches the wall on the outside, and Marota's right there, has nowhere to go. Somehow he gets by there. Pace right there again. He somehow misses it. There's Marota and Dixon getting together in turn 4. Just trying to avoid the situation. And somehow Ryan Pace sneaks through stealthily. Well, guys, it's going to be one of those nights, I think. And I will tell you, Your boy's kind of tired. We're going to see how well we get through this. Pit stops, lap 17. Davey Hazard wins the race off pit road with Merzlak second. Barnes comes out third. Ingram fourth. Doe fifth. Joyce sixth. Mallon seventh. Krastowski eighth. Ruiz ninth. And Ricky Coletti looks like 10th. Shout out to Ryan Pace for the wreck avoidance. Carolina Motorsports Wreck Avoidance School. Coming in hot. Now we had a little confusion there at the choose cone. Ryan Pace was coming around there, and they thought that he was staying on the track, but he's actually into the longest line, so that kind of confused a couple of the guys as to which line to go into. But here we come. Off turn 4, Davey Hazard and Steven Merzlak on the front row. Noah Joyce, Cam Barnes, row 2. Tyler Mallon and Darren Ingram in row 3 as we come to the restart zone. Coming to lap 19. Yes, lap 19 of 80. We'll get this done eventually, I think. Green flag in the air. Hazard gets a good jump. Joyce gets a push from Mallon going down to turn 1. Hazard runs down to the grass. Joyce and Merzlak run side by side just behind him. Mallon and Barnes side by side for 4th. Mallon's going to take that. Here comes Ingram underneath Barnes. Trying to get back into the top 5. Ingram got a little loose up underneath him. No contact. They keep going. Oh, we got Jeff Dixon around in the short chute. No caution, single car. We stay green. Barnes looks to the inside of Mallon. Can't get it. Merzlak trying to hold off Joyce. This battle continues. Nobody can pull away from anyone right now. Hazard just kind of leading him around here. One wrong move by anybody in this pack, and somebody's going to go around. Merzlak going to give Hazard a shove going into turn 3. That's going to push him back to Joyce. Joyce going to try and take a peek underneath him. Nope, stays in line. Mallon closes up on Joyce. At this point, they're just all right there together. Barnes right there in 5th as well. Great battle here. Joyce gets a run off turn 2. Looks underneath Merzlak. He's got a fender alongside. Can't get it done. Pulls back in line. Gets a little loose there going into 3. Here comes Merzlak. He looks to the inside at Hazard. This battle for the lead down the front straightaway. Merzlak alongside Hazard. Mallon looks underneath Joyce just behind him. 2x2 for the top 4 spots. Merzlak can't complete the pass. Mallon still trying to get alongside of Joyce. He may fall back. Barnes to the outside of him. That's going to bring Ingram and Doe back up there as well. Mallon does a slide off turn 3 right in front of Barnes. Great racing here at Indianapolis as Joyce comes underneath Merzlak. Merzlak goes way high through turn 2. Here comes Mallon to the inside. I'm sure exactly what happened to Merzlak there as they came into turn 1. Look, I couldn't tell if he got loose or if it was tight. Either way, he got to the outside lane and let a couple of them underneath him. Barnes all over him now, too, for 4th. I just can't believe any of these guys can't break away from each other. Mallon inside of Joyce. Battle for 2nd. Merzlak right there with him. Trying to figure out which lane to go with. He's going to go with the Toyota on the bottom. He does. He goes to the inside. Mallon goes to 2nd. Merzlak alongside Joyce for 3rd. Barnes going to try and follow as well. Darren Ingram closes up. Joyce falls back to 5th. He may go back to 6th. Ingram alongside him now for 5th. Barnes going to try and give Merzlak a shove going into turn 3. Backs off. Now he tries to get a run on him off the corner. Pack of 7 starting to kind of settle out now. We're going to drop back in the pack a little bit here. This is the battle back in the 2nd pack. This pack of 7 up front we've been watching for most of the race. Kind of settling out now, but we've got this battle back here. This is Zach Webster. Got Sean Whitehill in front of him. DJ Harris just behind. Joseph Weaver. Zach Krastowski's leading this pack. These guys are all about 3 seconds back of Hong Do, sitting in 7th. So we got a couple of different packs of basically 7 cars in both packs. This pack here goes actually all the way back to, I believe Jesse Dalton's at the back of that pack. Oh, and Coletti goes around. Single car spin in turn 1. Just as we were watching that on the end screen there. He's going to catch it. He's going to keep going. Meanwhile, up front, Merzlak got passed by Barnes there. And Coletti's still trying to get it back going. Merzlak reporting his car is not nearly as good as what it was on Monday night in the lights race. Ingram gets by Joyce. Oh, Doe catches the wall off turn 1, trying to get up behind Joyce as well. Coletti still trying to limp it back around after that spin. I believe he's got a lot of damage to the driver's side as he limps down the back straightaway. There he is coming in the pits in turn 3. I don't know if he's going to make it or not. He's back into the grass. I think he's got at least a flat right front as he spins it again. Leaders lapping around Henrietta Bordeaux there going in turn 3. Barnes looking to the inside of Mallon again. Battle for second. Barnes is going to stay in line at the moment. Still pretty early to make a rash move at this point. Now we're starting to see the cars kind of separate out a little bit now. We've finally gotten to Merzlak catches the wall off too a little bit, but we're finally starting to see these guys get into a settled down long green here, and we're starting to see that the guys that don't have the cars set up to be a little bit looser on the long run are starting to struggle with very tight cars. And that's only going to get worse as the run progresses. Merzlak catches the wall hard that time off turn 4. He just came on the radio and said that killed it. Yeah, he's got a lot of damage to the right side of that one car. Doe looks to the inside of Ingram. This is the battle for 5th. Couldn't make that pass happen. He'll get back in line. Noah Joyce is falling way back off this pack now. That's where it's really separated out. These top 7 were all on top of each other for forever. But now they've separated out to where the top 3 are still together. Then Merzlak with the damage. Then these 2 guys, Ingram and Doe. And then Joyce is falling off of these guys. Still about 5 seconds back to the next pack led by Zach Webster. And even that pack is kind of separated out as Webster and DJ Harris are running together. Again, about 5 seconds off of Joyce. There's a look at Webster and Harris there and coming down the front straightaway. Again, this is about 8 seconds off the lead and about 5 seconds off the back of the pack that we're watching here. Not missing anything up front. This top three still running about 2 or so car lengths apart from each other. Hazard, Mallon, and Barnes. And we've got pit stops. Mallon, Barnes. Pit speed 55. Joyce comes in as well with them. We're hearing the 75 of Hazard will come in next time around. So we'll see how these cycle out. Pit stops on lap 36. They're going to need at least one more pit stop from here, I do believe. Zach Webster is going to be pitting this time around as well. So is DJ Harris going to come in with him as here comes Hazard in the pits. Ingram with him. Oh, and Huang Do is going to miss the pit lane. He's going to have to go back around. He said the brakes just locked up trying to come into the pits that time. He had the same issue last night in the Wheeling Series as well at Dover. So I don't know if he's got a pedal situation happening or what's happening there, but pretty unusual for Huang Do, one of the better guys in the series, to have 2 nights in a row have that happen. Hazard overshot his pit coming in. That's going to cost him about a second or two. Here comes Ingram in the pits. That's handing the lead over to Steven Merzlak. Webster's in the pits behind him. There's DJ Harris. Hazard's rolling down the pit lane. We'll see how he cycles out after that slight miscue getting in the pit stall. Ingram's done. Here he comes out. Joseph Weaver on the pit lane. I believe he's coming out. There's Noah Joyce. I believe he stayed out at the moment. I apologize. He pitted the first time. There's Krastowski. I believe he's already pitted. Merzlak in the pits along with Marotta. We'll see if he's going to think about getting that damage fixed, which I doubt it. He was actually pretty well holding his own when it came to being in that pack, even with all that damage. So he may not make any damage change at this point. He does not. Here he comes out of the pit lane now. Saw Whitehill and Doe. Doe finally made it in that time. Ruiz in the pits as well. See where these guys are going to cycle out here. There's Webster with Harris. They've been running together pretty much the entire race after the last restart. Oh, Webster catches the wall through the short chute. Still showing Merzlak as the leader at the moment. But we still haven't quite cycled this out. There they are. There's Ingram going by Merzlak along with Joyce. There's Hazard. So we're still trying to figure out where everybody's going to shake out. There's Barnes. He might be shown as the leader here once everybody comes in. And he is. This is the battle for the lead. Barnes and Mallon. Hazard fell back to third. And you see what that little miscue on the pit lane cost him. He's about a full second, just a touch over a second behind Barnes for the lead now. But this is your battle for the lead. Basically, they swapped positions and got past Hazard. So Barnes had a pretty good pit stop and a pit cycle there, so that was good for the 12. Take a look real quick. There's your top 5. Barnes, Mallon, Hazard, Ingram, and Joyce. You see the intervals. Hazard's starting to close that up after that last lap. You can see him right there. He came off turn 2 with a big head of steam. I think Malin's just content to ride there right now in second. We're just now coming up to halfway point in this race. I think even Hazard may be content to ride where he is at the moment as well. Just kind of keep the leaders in sight. He is still closing up. He closed up another 0.2 that lap. Meanwhile, this is the battle, the second pack, 4th, 5th, 6th. This is Ingram, Joyce, and Merzlak. That pack looks about exactly the same as the front pack. 2 guys close together and a third guy about half a second behind. And then behind them, another battle that looks exactly the same. This is the battle for 7th. Webster, Harris, and Huang Do, who again missed the pit stop. He missed the pit lane the first time by. So that's put him back in 9th, about 12.5 seconds off the lead. But it's kind of funny how these top 3 packs all look basically the same. 3 guys, 2 of them basically bump drafting, and a third guy trying to close up. Now the front pack's starting to kind of settle into almost even now. Hazard closing up on Malin now. It's going to be a 3-way battle for the lead here pretty soon. A lot closer than what it has been. Quick update, Austin Spencer did retire from the race after a couple of spins and crashes early. Henrietta Bordeaux and Ricky Collette are 2 laps down each, sitting back in 18th and 19th. Jeff Dixon has just went a lap down. But we watch the battle up front as it closes up. We got a spin, turn 3 and 4, and it's Dixon again. And he's going to park it. Not a good night for the 14 tonight. Unfortunate for Jeff Dixon. He had a rocket ship during practice, but had an issue in qualifying, put him back in the pack, and got caught up in the first lap melee and could not recover from it, and has had multiple issues since then. But we pick up the battle back at the front. Barnes, Malin, and Hazard. We're going to start catching some traffic here. We got Marotta just in front and Ruiz a little bit further ahead. Hazard takes a peek to the inside of Malin. Just kind of letting him know he's there. Here he is to the inside going into turn 4. He slides a little bit getting in the corner. That's going to allow Barnes to kind of slide away a little bit as they close up on Marotta. He's going to come to the inside, let him go. And Hazard's going to make that pass on Malin. Now he's going to try and see if he can close it up on Barnes. Barnes, one of the 2 Fords in the race tonight. Hazard making up for that pit miscue. He's going to try and get back up there. Hopefully he hasn't burned up his stuff to do it. Going to get a speed check here coming across the line. Barnes ran a 48.1. Hazard ran a 47.8. So Hazard's definitely chasing and closing. Mallon's kind of falling off these two now a little bit. Hazard got to run down the back straightaway. Is he going to make the move? He comes to the inside of Barnes, down into turn 3. And he's going to make it. Hazard back to the front. That allows Mallon to close right back up on both of them. Davey Hazard back to the front. Barnes now going to try and see if he can hold off Mallon. They settle out about a car length or two in between each one now. We're going to drop back in the pack a little bit here. Here's Joyce, Ingram, and Merzlak battle for 4th. This is about 5 seconds, almost 6 seconds back behind the leaders. We'll kind of keep an eye on this. That's the battle for the lead in the box in the bottom. So you're not missing anything out front. Just want to fall back and see a couple of these other battles that are going on. Everybody's pretty well settled out now throughout the field. Got another pack of about 3 cars back here. Webster, Harris, and Doe. These two cannot get away from each other. The 95 and 32. They've pretty much been in lockstep this entire race. As Harris kind of clips the wall there off of 4. Again, you're not missing anything out front as Hazard continues to lead. Mallon can't quite close up on Barnes. So I think they're just kind of content to just kind of log some laps here. Mallon's still trying to see if there is a way around Barnes. I believe there's some talk about trying to make it on this run. I don't think they can do it. I mean, we're talking, we've got 29 laps to go here. I mean, I don't think there's any way anybody can make it from there. And they pitted about 10, 15 laps ago. Up there they come. Here comes Mallon. He's going to be the first of the leaders to come in. Lap 51. Collette's in the pits as well. He's a couple laps down. So this is the first leaders to pit. And it looks like on this lap, he's the only one to pit. So we'll see if this slight short pit works into the 80s hand here. Here's Hazard. See if he's going to come in this time. No. So this is definitely going to separate the strategy here. I don't believe anybody else pitted this lap either. Yep, none of the leaders pitted this time. Mallon comes out of the pits. Sounds like some guys are going to come in this time. Definitely the 3. The 3 and the 31 both are going to come in this time. So the 2 NCM machines are going to come in this time. Sounds like the 12 may be pitting as well. Smoke on the front straightaway. Not for sure what's going on there, but Barnes dives off into the pits this time. Joyce is staying out. Ingram comes in. That splits the NCM machines. Lap 54 for the 3 and the 12. Sounds like the 95 and the 32 may be coming in 2 laps. Merzlak maybe staying out a little bit longer. Joyce is coming in this time. Strategy, strategy. Here comes Joyce in. Merzlak stays out. Bordeaux's right there. I'm sorry, that's Krastowski. I'm sorry. There in front of Joyce. Harris and Webster will pit the next time around. Jesse Dalton also coming in this time by. He's a lap down. So we'll see if this cycles around to the 80 or not, who short pitted a little bit. He came in 2 laps earlier than everybody else. There he is. And there's the leader, and he comes in the pits this time. Davey Hazard. There's Dalton coming in. Webster and Harris. And that should complete the cycle of the lead lap cars. Weaver and Whitehill have not pitted either. So we'll see where they should probably come in next time, and that'll cycle it around. There's Whitehill. He goes by on the outside. There's the 45. Weaver pitted this time. So that leaves Whitehill out. He'll be the last one to pit. And there's Mallon. We'll see where he cycles out. But it's going to be close. Hazard's coming out now. There's Hazard. Mallon's going to go by him. So Mallon should end up after Whitehill pits. He should be the leader. Now that may be positioned there too. That's Ruiz. So actually I may be incorrect on this. Merzlak hadn't pitted either. So I think that's where my calculation was a little off, as Whitehill pits this time by. There's Merzlak. Driving a modified on the right side. So there's the 2 still going at it here. 95 and 32. They've still been together the entire race, even through pit stops. So I'm wondering, it looks like Davey Hazard might not have taking tires? Because Ingram just blew by him. I kind of want to go check that out. We're gonna take a look and see, did Hazard take tires on his pit stop? Yes, he did. So we're good. Just wanted to double check that. Oop, we're on the wrong screen. There we go. It's just strange how the 3 just blew by the 75. But we do have it cycle back around, and it is the 80 out front. He's got a 3-second lead over Cam Barnes. Ingram slots into 3rd. Hazard fell back to 4th. Joyce 5th. Merzlak had a moment on the front straightaway. This is going to be close. They've only been able to go about 20 to 22 laps on fuel. So we are coming up to 20 to go. And it sounds like Merzlak may be trying to clutch this thing home. Oh, no, we got trouble right in front of him. Big crash, turn 4. Webster, Harris. Oh, that's... Henrietta was trying to get out of the way, it looked like, and clipped the back of the 95 and took the 32 with him. And I apologize again. I keep on calling out that 4 car as Henrietta Bordeaux. This is actually Zach Krastowski. They're both pink cars, and I just keep on getting them confused, so I apologize about that. A little mistaken identity here, but here's Zach Krastowski. He's on the outside coming off turn 3. He's going to get loose a little bit coming into the short chute, catches the wall. Webster tried to get away from him, but couldn't get away far enough. Gets clipped in the right rear, gets turned hard in the wall. Harris spins down to the inside. Merzlak splits up the middle and is going to miss it. Harris tries to save it, and it comes around on him off turn 4. He's going to catch the wall going into turn 4. Wong Do misses it, and there's the other 2 guys crashed in turn 4. A lot of damage on the 95. Well, this changes everything. Well, fuel's not going to be a factor anymore. Now it's just a question of, can you miss the wrecks? Because I think that's what's going to happen in these last 19 or so laps here. Question, though, is, too, will anybody stay out here? So lap 61 coming to 62. They're going to pit with 18 to go. Are hearing word that Steven Merzlak's finally going to get that damage fixed. And here they come. I don't see anybody staying out. I don't blame them. Dalton's staying out. He's a lap down, so he's going to take the wave around here. So he's going to have to make it. He can't pit if he's going to take the wave around, so he's going to have to stretch this one. But here they come, the leaders in the pits. We'll see if anybody takes two here. Mallon and Ingram looks like they're all taking 4. This entire part, right, all 6 of these cars that we're looking at right here are all taking 4. Here comes Hazard out of the pits. We'll have to check and see if he took 2. But Mallon beats him off the pit lane anyway. Mallon. Great pit stop for the 80. Ingram 3rd, Barnes 4th, and Joyce 5th. We're going to drop back real fast and see if Hazard took 4 or 2, just real quick, because he came out really fast. Nope, that was just a fast pit stop for Hazard. That was a 4-tire pit stop on the... All right, so everybody took 4 tires. Hazard just had a great pit stop, but Mallon still was able to beat him off the pit lane. And here we go. We're going to take the choose cone next time around because we had a couple guys that needed to catch back up to the back of the pack. Free pass will be Antonio Ruiz. Merzlak coming back in the pits, probably to top off. Zach Krasowski did drop out of the race after that wreck in turn 4, so he'll finish 18th. Eight tires are better than 4, Joe. Just as you say it. All right. We'll be coming to the green here with 16 laps to go here at Indianapolis. And sorry if my words are getting a little slurred. No, I'm not drunk. I'm just tired. So it's been a long night here at Indianapolis. All right, here they're coming to the choose cone. Be coming to 16 to go. Here they come to the choose cone. Mallon takes the bottom. Hazard outside. A lot of guys take the outside. Not for sure what Pace did there, but so many guys took the outside there. That's a little crazy, but we've seen that a lot of guys are just not comfortable on the bottom. So here we go. It'll be a restart with 16 to go. Mallon, Hazard. Not for sure what Hong Do's doing back there, but Mallon, Hazard, Ingram, Barnes, Joyce, Webster with no back end coming to the restart zone. And Green's back in the air. 16 to go. Mallon gets a great jump going into turn 1. It's been sketchy in this corner all race long, especially on restarts. We'll see if they can keep it together this time. Hazard closes right up on Mallon, gets to the inside. Coming off turn 2, Hazard clears Mallon. Gets loose a little bit, gets down to the inside to block Ingram. Ingram's going to come to the inside of Mallon, try and take second away. If you're going to make moves, you've got to do it early. Because if they settle out, you can't make any moves, it seems like. So Ingram to second, Barnes to third. As Mallon gets shuffled back. Merzlak couldn't quite get past Mallon. Ingram to the inside of Hazard. Hazard takes him to the pit wall. That was close. I don't know if Hazard didn't know that Ingram was there or what the deal was there, but that was close. Barnes trying to close up on Ingram. Hazard trying to break the draft. That might cost him. Barnes is all over Ingram, trying to push him back up to Hazard. And now the freight train's back into effect here. Barnes going to try and sneak a look to the inside of Ingram again. Can't get it done. Hazard's going to pull out by about a car length. Ingram gets a little loose in turn 1. Barnes going to try and take advantage. Can't do it. Mallon right on top of Barnes as well. Merzlak trying to hold off Joyce. They're just all over each other here with about 13 to go coming to the line. Merzlak to the inside of Mallon. That's for 4th. He slides up a little bit. That bunches up that pack a little bit and allows the top 3 to kind of separate away. Barnes to the inside of Ingram again. Just can't get it done. Merzlak's going to get a run on Barnes. Mallon going to get a run on both of them. Almost went 3 wide down the front stretch. Mallon's going to be alongside Merzlak going into 1. Oh, we got a big crash in turn 1. Weaver over. And we got a caution. There's Weaver going down in turn 1. And again, similar deal that we've been seeing all race long. You get up a little bit too high, and wow. Catches that wall and just turns him right over. DJ Harris caught a little bit of that. All right. Who's going to pit this time? And looks like everybody's coming in. Nobody's going to try and make a run without taking the pits here. Hazard looks like he had a pretty decent stop. Don't know if it was as good as the last one. Here he comes. Is it going to be enough to get out of the pits first? It is. Ingram's going to beat Mallon out. Barnes going to beat Mallon out. Merzlak couldn't quite get there. So Mallon's going to come out fourth. Merzlak fifth. Joyce sixth. Harris seventh. Huang Do eighth. Zach Webster ninth. And Ryan Pace looks like top 10 at this point. That worked out good for Jesse Dalton, though. Took the wave around, got a quick caution. He's back on the lead lap and in the top 12 right now. All right, coming to the choose cone. Ingram takes the bottom. Barnes takes the bottom. Kind of a different situation than last time. No, still about half the field. Over half the field took the outside. That's going to bring Whitehill way up as well. Here he comes. All right. So here we come. Coming to 11 to go. Hazard, Ingram, Barnes, Mallon, Merzlak, and Harris. Let's come to the green. And here we go. Green flag back out. Hazard pulls out about a car length over Ingram. Oh, Ingram got a little loose in one, hangs on to it. They're trying to get after it now. Barnes gets a little loose off at two. Here comes Merzlak, going to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. It's go time now. Barnes backs out. Merzlak clears him for fourth. Ingram trying to get alongside of Mallon off 3. And we got a yellow out. Marotta around in the short chute. Hearing Jesse Dalton might have been involved in that one a little bit. Drop back and take a look. Don't really have a very good angle on this one, but we'll do the best we can here. Going down turn 3. There's Marotta on the outside. I don't know if Jesse said he was kind of involved with that, but I don't really see it there. But Marotta gets to the outside wall, takes Joseph Weaver with him again. That poor 10 car has been through a lot this race. All right. We'll see if anybody decides to do something different this time. Less than 10 to go. We just pitted. So we'll see if anybody stays out. See if anybody takes 2. I know what I would do in this situation. I don't know if it'd be smart or not, but I know what I'd do. But if I did it, I know of at least one person that would probably get mad at me. And that's why I'm in the booth and not out there. We should be getting the green with about 7 to go. Oh, boy. There we go. There's the strategy. Cam Barnes pitted. And he's going to lose a lot of spots on that one. I'll let you in on a secret, everybody. What these guys did out here was what I was going to do. So, yeah, I don't think anybody would have been mad at me on that one. Of course, I wouldn't have gained anything either. That's okay. So Hazard maintains the lead. Mallon second. Ingram third. Merzlak fourth. And Noah Joyce fifth. DJ Harris, who's been through a lot tonight, is sixth. Hong Do is seventh. Sean Whitehill sits eighth. And Cam comes off the pit lane. He'll be ninth. Zach Webster, minus a rear end, is 10th. Ryan Pace, 11th. Antonio Ruiz, 12th. Ricky Coletti's back on the lead lap. He's 13th. Jesse Dalton, 14th. And the luckiest, unluckiest, I'm not for sure, 10 car. He can't even tell that car's been through a lot tonight. So that Colette's gotten a black flag, so he's going to fall back. Here they come to the choose cone. Sorry, a little late getting on that. This time everybody went to the bottom on this choose, so a little bit of a flip-flop here. Restart with 8 laps to go. And we'll see how many of those are under caution, see if we get an overtime. All possibilities. Hazard controls the start on the outside in the 75. It's him and Mallon, front row. Ingram and Merzlak, row 2. Joyce and Hong Do in row 3. Let's see if we can hold it together for 8 laps and get this thing done. Green flag back in the air, and Hazard gets a great jump on the field. Not for sure what happened there. They're going to try and go 3 wide behind him on the start. Ingram thought better of that. Mallon, Merzlak side by side for second. Mallon's going to clear him. 3 wide behind him is Barnes trying to make up for ground he lost on that pit stop. Ingram to the inside of Merzlak. Couldn't get it done. Hong Do all over him now. Mallon trying to get a run on Hazard. It's time. If you can make a move, you've got to do it. These 3 Toyotas out front. Hazard trying to block Mallon to the inside. That's going to kind of make him lose. Here comes Merzlak gets to the side of Mallon. Around they go. Big crash. Doe's involved. Joyce, Pace. Pace takes out Merzlak hard in turn 2. Webster involved. Big crash. Unfortunate. A lot of good cars involved in that one. Well, looks like we just lost our feed. We did have a one of the other guys have theirs crash here. So I'm going to switch over this feed real quick so that way you can at least see something going on here real quick. There's the leaders. Okay, we're about to get back here, guys. Sorry about that. All right. Feed's back. We're trying to get back to where we were here. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. All right. So I'm going to catch up here and see exactly what we've got here. It looks like all the leaders pitted again. Mallon and Ingram made contact coming in the pits there. Davey Hazard got a black flag. That's unfortunate there. Hazard is going to have to go to the end of the longest line. And he is not happy on the radio. All right, so we've got the 10 car. This is going to be very interesting. Joseph Weaver is your leader. Zach Webster is second. Antonio Ruiz is sitting third. Cam Barnes is fourth. Darren Ingram is fifth. From Cam Barnes on back, they pitted. Now, Weaver may be pitting this time by. Yep, he got a lap lead, so he's going to... Oh, nope. He fooled me. He's staying out. So, this is gutsy. If this car pulls this off after the night he's had, I will drink water. That's all I can say. All right. So, Weaver, Webster, Ruiz, Barnes, Ingram. Top 5. Harris, Marotta, Joyce, Collette, and Dalton, the top 10. Pace, Doe, Merzlak, Mallon, and Hazard is in 15th. We have basically reversed the field. I mean, almost perfectly reversed the field on this caution period. And back there's Mallon, there's Hazard, all the leaders that have been out front all night long. They're back there mired at the back of the pack. Choose cone. Decisions to be made. Weaver takes the bottom. Webster outside. Ruiz inside. Fairly evenly split. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be pretty exciting. If you've got seatbelts on your couch, you might want to strap them up a little bit. Yes, 32 and the 75 both hit the box. Pretty sure they're just going to stay where they are. But here we go. Coming to the restart zone. Weaver and Webster. Two guys we wouldn't think we'd be saying tonight up at the front of the pack, but here we go. Green flag in the air. 4 to go. Ruiz pushes Weaver out. Ruiz to the inside. He's going to try and take the lead. Ruiz clips the inside a little bit, but he's going to clear him. Oh, we got trouble. Somebody called the caution. And yes, we've got a caution. So now we've got some confusion as to where everybody's going to line up here on that one. We may have to drop back and take a look ourselves and see where everybody was at. We're not for sure exactly what the caution was for, but somebody called it, and if somebody calls it, that's game over there. So we're going to drop back and take a look and see if we can figure out why the caution was called. I saw DJ Harris got loose off of one. Ruiz made a great move going into turn one to take the lead. Okay, so here's Harris going into turn one. Oops. There we go. So here's Harris. He got loose going off of one. He clipped Joyce. And that was it. But that was enough. I honestly, yeah, I would. I mean, we're right in front of the. Oh, and Zach Webster catches the wall in turn two as well. So, yeah, I would. It's right in front of the pack. It was hard to say where DJ was going to go. So, yeah, I would say probably the safest bet. I know we've had a lot of cautions tonight, but I would say that was probably the right call. That's just my opinion, but. It was a panic caution call. They just thought that they were going to go across the pack and take everybody out. So I'm kind of 50-50 on that one myself. Also, a reason why I'm not an admin. Here we go. Choose cone. Ruiz to the inside. Weaver to the inside. Top 4 out of the top 5. Take the bottom. So here we go. All right, Ruiz coming to 2 to go. Antonio Ruiz on the inside. Joseph Weaver on the outside. Darren Ingram. And look who's on the outside. Michael Marotta has snuck up into 4th out of nowhere in that 8 car. Cam Barnes and Noah Joyce in row 3. Zach Webster fell back to where he's at now with that hit in turn 2 that we saw late. I think he may have gotten his spot back. I think they allowed him to get back up front a little bit. And Ricky Collette on the outside. Here we go. 2 to go. Green flag in the air. Ruiz gets a good jump on the field. Can he hold on for 2 laps? Antonio Ruiz. Oh, Weaver slides up. Joyce goes around. And we've got a caution. Everybody taking big breaths. Somebody clipped Noah Joyce coming off of turn 1 on that one. My hotkey buttons, my hotkey fingers are starting to get tired. All right, here's what we got going to turn 1. Weaver on the outside of Ingram. Marotta. Looks like Weaver sliding a little bit. He just got loose going into turn 1 right in front of Marotta. They end up 4 wide here. I don't know how they didn't wreck before this. Doe got loose behind him as well. He's going to hit the wall in turn 1. And Joyce got clipped by Webster. And into the inside wall and through the inside wall. All right. This will be the first attempt at a green-white checkered. Yes, I will agree. Cautions breed long races. I need a nap. Been a long day, and it's been a longer night. All right. So we're going to try this again. USORL overtime. Here we come to the choose cone. Ruiz takes the inside. Ingram to the outside. Barnes inside. Marotta and Webster split. Pretty much everybody's split at this time. And the 45 hit the box. There we go. Joe, I believe we're on, I think 8, I believe, maybe 9. I lost count myself. Here we go. First attempt at a green-white checkered. Please, guys, can we finish this so I can go to bed? We've had some fun tonight, but it's been a long night. Ruiz and Ingram, front row. Barnes, Marotta, second row. Webster and Weaver, third row. As we come to the restart zone. Green flag in the air. Ruiz takes off. Can he hang on for 2 laps? Ingram tried to get down to the inside, but Barnes is there. They got clean through turn 1 that time. Marotta slides up off of 2. Weaver catches the wall off 2. They bunch up big time behind him. But the battle's up front. Ingram trying to hold off Barnes. Barnes all over Ingram down the back straightaway. But Ruiz trying to stay out front. Barnes to the inside of Ingram. They make it to the white flag. This will be it. No more attempts at a green-white checker. Whatever happens, happens. They come to the checker. They come to the line here. Not the checker. This is the white flag. 1 lap to go for Ruiz. Ingram going to still try to hold off Barnes. There's trouble in turn 1. We'll look at it later. Don't worry about it right now. Battle's up front. Can Ruiz hang on for his first win? Antonio Ruiz down the back straightaway. Ingram going to try and close up at turn 3. He's left Barnes a little bit. Ingram to the outside. That's going to slide him up. Here comes Barnes to the inside. That's going to leave room for Ruiz to come off turn 4. Here they come. Antonio Ruiz off turn 4 for the final time. He's looking at the checkered flag. Antonio Ruiz wins at Indianapolis. Darren Ingram finishes second. Cam Barnes finishes third. Mikey Marotta finishes fourth. DJ Harris finishes fifth. Long Doe finishes sixth. Davey Hazard seventh. Tyler Mallon eighth. Noah Joyce ninth. And Jesse Dalton pulls out a top 10. What a great finish for Antonio Ruiz. And we've got, they just gave Antonio a big hug down the back straightaway there. Well deserved for that guy. He's done so much for the USORL, setting up tracks for us, fixing tracks for us, designing tracks for us. And to see this nice guy win one, that's awesome. First robotics competition, Chevy Camaro pulls it off. Well done. We hope to talk to him here in just a little bit. Great race tonight. Antonio's trying to do a burnout and can't get it. There he goes. He's just going to hit both walls and just knock the crud out of that thing, and I don't blame him. He's trying to do a burnout and he can't figure it out. He came on the radio. It's like, how can I do a burnout? That's pure excitement right there. He's knocked the whole back bumper off that thing. Great job for Antonio. We'll be back in a moment. Hey, Chris Pickett here with Fast 29. You liking what you're seeing right now? Here's what's next. On April 30th, join us at Bristol at 9:45, 8:45 Central for the Bass Pro Shops night race. And then at Rockingham, May 21st, 9:45, 8:45 at the Brad's Internet Service, now with DSL 150. And then the Wheelin' Series is in action. Watch me wheel it at Michigan, Winchester, and Gateway, April 22nd, 29th, and May 6th, all at 9:30, 8:30 Central. All of it right here on Fast 29. Subscribe. Hey, I'm Chris Pickett with Fast 29, and you may know me from driving in the USORL series, but did you know I'm also a full-time driver with the Cintas Corporation? We offer a wide range of products including uniforms, mats, cleaning supplies, and hygiene products for every part of your business. If you're interested, go to Cintas.com today to get ready for the workday. Cintas. Hey, I'm Chris Pickett with Fast 29. Do you have a product or a company you want to promote on Fast 29? Your name could be right here. Just get with us on Twitter at Fast 29 Network, DM us there, or just comment in the YouTube videos whenever we go live. We'd love to have you aboard. Fast 29. All right, welcome back to Fast 29. Chris Pickett here in the booth for the USORL AlphaTauri Cup Series. You saw a great one here in Indianapolis tonight. Antonio Ruiz pulls off the win. Great finish for them. Darren Ingram finishes second, holding off Cam Barnes for third. We're going to try and talk to those guys. First, we're going to see if we can get a hold of our third-place finisher, Cam Barnes. We're going to take a look at the final results here for you as well. All right, I think we've got Cam Barnes in the studio with us. Cam, can you read us?
Loud and clear.
Well, your run was pretty interesting tonight. Seemed like the top 2 or 3 guys got together pretty much the entire race, and you luckily came out at the end at the top 3 again. But just did pit strategy kind of throw you off there at the end?
No, really. It just came down to it. We just didn't have enough laps. I think. Just we were running there pretty much top 3 all night. Car was good. I was able to hang with the fast guys. We'll also save a little bit of tire there, but just didn't have enough in the end. Didn't have enough speed to get through the corners well to make passes. I needed guys to make mistakes and everything like that. And those last laps, I just couldn't get there well enough. Thought the 3 might have a shot at it, maybe move them up a little bit, open the door for me, but just didn't end up happening. Happy with 3rd and going to gain some good points this week. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, that was one of the things that we noticed too, is that there was a lot of, when you got into a pack, everybody was kind of running together. It was almost like a plate track, but nobody could make a move. And I know there was a lot of dirty air happening there. Was that kind of what you were seeing too?
Yeah, there were guys that could make moves, there were guys that couldn't. I was definitely one of the cars that couldn't, and basically just tried to hold on there as much as I could. A lot of give and take. Some guys took more than give, but that's just how it goes. So, yeah, just going to look forward to moving on to the next race.
All right, sounds good, Cam. Anybody you want to give a shout-out to tonight before we let you
go? Yeah, Cal, you used to be cool. I don't know where you went.
True. Yeah. Cal, we miss you, I think. Well, some of us do. Cam, great finish tonight. Cam Barnes finishes 3rd tonight in the number 12. Great run tonight, buddy.
Yep, thank you. Thank you for the broadcast.
Thanks, man. All right, we're trying to get Darren Ingram in here. Darren, you can read us?
I got you loud and clear.
Oh, you are a little bit staticky tonight, bud. I don't know what happened there. You got are you growing a beard out and you got your mic too close?
Maybe. I don't know.
Man, it's really staticky on my end. But anyway, 2nd place finish tonight for the number 3. Tell us about your run tonight, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like we had a really fast piece here. Won here last year. I feel like, usually run top 5 here. So I love this place. It's a really challenging place to drive. You really got to set up your moves. So I wasn't really too concerned coming into the race. And biggest thing was just staying alive, staying out of trouble. Have trouble with that sometimes, but we kept it clean. Don't think we hit anything. I don't even think I hit the wall. I think the only thing I hit was a couple of bump drafts to people. But yeah, so the goal was just survival, and then I barely missed, got past that Steven and Tyler wreck there with like 7-8 to go. I had to gas it up and just barely missed it, and we had a good clean night, and we just didn't have anything there at the end.
Yeah, that was a close one on your part there with that wreck there on that restart, which was kind of that was a brave move that was made there, and it seemed like you were in the right place at the right time.
It was something, and you know what? I saw it coming. Going into turn 3 the lap before, I was like, they're about to do something stupid. You can just feel the energy level rising, and people getting excited, and I was ready for something to happen.
And you were right there to take advantage of it, seemed like. The other thing, too, was, and I talked to Cam about this a moment ago, it seemed like a lot of the guys, it was like a plate track in a sense, where everybody was kind of in packs, but nobody could really make a move. Were you one of them that the dirty air was kind of a factor for you?
So, yeah, here at Indy, that aero push is very real. So, you can be out in traffic or out in front, and, you're leading the race and you feel great, and I let those couple of laps early. And, the car feels great. And the second you get behind the car, too, it's just like a wall of air. So that's definitely a thing. I don't think necessarily it felt like pack. I know we got broken into a couple different packs. I think it's just because our speeds were so similar. Like that top group, like that group of like 6 of us there that were running together. We were just running like, dang near identical lap times every time. And we were really close pace all in practice. So I think we had maybe a pace advantage over that next group, who had a pace advantage over that next group.
Yep.
Because I felt like you could still make moves. Here you kind of got to set them up. You got to get a run. You got to wait for somebody, mess up, drive them a little deep, wash up. But it was for me, it just felt like a typical Indy race. And a lot of people think it's boring and they drag on, but I absolutely love it here. It's a real driver's track.
It seemed like from our angle up here, there was nothing boring about it. There was a little bit of a lull in the middle when everybody kind of got separated out over those 2 green flag pit stop cycles. But other than that, I mean, there was action front to back. Unfortunately, a lot of people got taken out in a few things. But, I mean, from our angle, it was great stuff, and you were right there in the middle of it. Anybody you want to give a shout-out to tonight before we turn you loose?
Yeah, Verizon got on the car tonight. They're going to be on the car for most of the races the rest of the season. Nationwide, Pilot Flying J, Powerade, the premier sports drink. All those guys, shout out to Antonio getting Ingram Motorsports. It's I think that is win number 6, I believe. I think for the team. I think that's win number 6, first one this season for us. So shout out to Antonio. Getting your first win is huge. I have no idea what he did to our transmission there. We were running the same setup, and he was just gone. His gearing was something special. So as the owner, I'm gonna take a look under the hood of that car. but no, I'm happy for him. He worked so hard, and he's had a lot of bad luck a lot of the times. Yeah. But today, he did not get nervous. He didn't falter at all. So really proud of Antonio.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to talking to him about that. By the way, you are getting a couple shout outs about your mic. Apparently you have the Fox Auto Club microphone. So I just want to give a shout out to that as well. So
Hollywood.
Yeah. And also apparently you've turned into a MIDI, and you've also are talking in Super Nintendo. So it's kind of nice shout outs for your mic tonight.
I'm trying to keep it entertaining up here.
You're doing good.
Tell Noah to give me a raise and we get a better mic.
Hey, we'll see if Noah's even paying attention to this broadcast. I'll see what I can do for you.
All right.
Darren Ingram finishes second tonight in the number 3 car. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to see if we can get our first-time winner in here, Antonio Ruiz. All right, I think we've got our winner, Antonio Ruiz. Do you have a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How's it going?
How about that one? Hey, I'm going to ask you how you're doing. You got your first win tonight. Tell us about it, buddy.
That's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's not expected. Like 20 ago, I was almost about to go lap down. I was really bad. But I got a lucky yellow. I pit for 4. Just rode around for a little bit. Got another yellow. Took 2, and I got up to 3rd, and then I just stayed up there, and just got lucky, I guess.
It's funny. I looked at your car in practice. I couldn't tell who was on it because I was having some graphic issues, so I couldn't tell who it was. And then I didn't see you the rest of the night until you popped up there at the end. So you snuck up on all of us tonight. So it was a great run for you. How was it back in the pack? I know we talked to a couple of the guys that had been up in the front pack most of the night, and they said it was really tough to pass. Was that something that you saw back in the pack? You were obviously further back until the end. What did you see back there?
It was pretty much... If you took the front pack and then just like moved it back like 8 seconds, it was the exact same thing you saw up front. Like, it was really hard to pass, but at the same time, it was really fun to race with these guys.
Absolutely. I gave you a big shout out. You've done so much for the league as far as getting tracks taken care of for us and getting things fixed in certain aspects and designing tracks and everything. And it's really cool to see you pull out a win tonight. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You got anybody you want to give a shout out to before we let you
go? Just want to give a shout out to everyone makes this possible. It's really fun to be a part of this. Really happy to get that first win. And shout out to First Robotics Competition, World Championship next weekend. Y'all should take a look at it. It's really fun to watch and be a part of.
Yeah. Do you have a link for that or anything, or where we can go to see that?
Twitch.tv/firstinspires.
There we go. Go ahead and check it out. That's next weekend for that robotics competition. That'd be exciting to see. So great win tonight for Antonio Ruiz. Glad to talk to you tonight and enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. All right. Well, what a great finish tonight here at Indianapolis. Antonio Ruiz gets his first career win. Awesome for him. Great racing throughout the entire pack. I don't know what else you could ask for tonight. It was a great time tonight. So we're going to take a look real quick at the schedule. Coming up, April 30th at Bristol, Bass Pro Shops night race, 9:45, 8:45 Central right here on Fast 29. That's our next broadcast. JTN's got next week. Then they've got a few more races in between ours and this race at Rockingham on May 21st with the Brad's Internet Service, now with DSL 150. And then I'll be in the race car for Michigan, Winchester, and Gateway in the USORL Wheeling Series the 22nd, 29th, and May the 6th. All of those at 9:30, 8:30 Central. So definitely subscribe, get some notifications on when we go live. Hope you enjoyed the race tonight. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We're getting a little bit better with it, and hopefully Dan will be back in the booth with us on the next go on the 30th. So until then, Chris Pickett, Fast 29, signing off. Good night. God bless. We'll see you later.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.